Have you ever like put together one of those awesome jigsaw puzzles
Oh, yeah.
and been like, no way I am taking this apart?
You just want to keep it forever.
Yeah, this is too cool to break apart.
Right.
I am definitely guilty of that. And thankfully, there's a way that we can keep our puzzles
Oh, tell.
forever and ever.
I'm intrigued.
And that is by framing them.
Ah,
We are going to do a deep dive today into exactly how to do that.
I love it.
We are taking some tips from this cool article
Okay.
about how to frame your jigsaw puzzle.
Right.
And basically the whole idea is that you can really elevate your puzzle from, just a game or a pastime into like a piece of art
Absolutely.
that you can hang on your wall.
I love that idea because it really does elevate it.
And, it adds warmth, it adds personality.
It does. It really does. And you know what is interesting?
No.
There's actually some data to back that up.
Oh, really?
60% of homeowners find that framed art boosts their home appeal.
Wow. It's a mind-blowing fact.
It is right.
That's really cool.
It's like adding value to your home by framing your puzzles.
I love it.
So let's talk about how to do this.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So first things first, you're going to need a few supplies.
Okay.
Obviously, you're going to need your completed puzzle.
Of course.
You're going to need a frame that fits it.
Yes.
Some sturdy cardboard for backing.
Okay.
And then, if you're going the glue route, you'll need some puzzle glue.
Okay, so there's two ways to go about this.
Exactly.
You can do it with the glue or without.
Correct.
Now, I've done both.
Oh, really?
And I find that the glue
Yeah.
does really help to solidify everything.
It makes it more durable.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially if you are going to be hanging this on the wall.
Right.
Because you don't want it to fall apart, obviously.
And, especially if you have pets or kids running around,
Oh, that's a good point.
you don't want any accidents.
Yeah, you don't want any puzzle pieces going astray.
Exactly. So let's start with the glue method. All right, so the first step is to flip your puzzle over very carefully.
Okay.
And you're going to want to use like a puzzle board or a flat surface.
Yeah, like a big piece of cardboard even.
Exactly, just to make sure that it's stable.
Right, and nothing falls apart.
Right, you don't want to lose any pieces at this point.
Especially after you spent, so long putting it together.
Exactly, the blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this puzzle.
Okay, so we flipped it over. Now what?
All right, so now you're going to take your sturdy cardboard.
Okay.
And you're going to cut it to the same size as your puzzle.
I got it. So it's going to be like the backing?
Exactly.
Okay.
And this is going to give your puzzle that extra support and prevent it from warping over time.
Which is important.
Very important.
Okay, so we've got the cardboard backing.
Yes.
It's the same size as our puzzle.
Now for the glue.
Here we go.
This is the fun part.
Okay, so we need to make sure that we're using the right kind of glue.
Yes. Definitely puzzle glue.
Puzzle glue.
You don't want to use anything too strong that might damage the pieces.
Okay.
Or anything too weak that won't hold it together.
So puzzle glue is like the Goldilocks glue.
It is the just right glue.
All right, so we got our puzzle glue.
All right, and you're going to apply it in a thin, even layer over the entire surface of the puzzle.
And I like to use like a foam brush for this.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Because it really helps to spread it out nice and evenly.
You don't want any clumps or bubbles.
Right, we want like a smooth, glassy finish.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've applied our glue. What's next?
Now you're going to let it dry.
Okay.
Face down on a piece of wax paper.
Okay.
This is important because you don't want the puzzle to stick to your table or your work surface.
No, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
I've made that mistake before.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Okay, so face down on wax paper.
And then you're going to let it dry for at least 24 hours.
Okay.
But always check the instructions on your specific glue.
Right, because some glues might have different drying times.
Exactly. You want to make sure it's completely dry before you move on to the next step.
Okay, so we're being patient. We're letting it dry.
Yes, patience is key.
24 hours later.
All right, it's dry.
We're ready to go.
We're ready to frame.
Okay, now what?
All right, so now you're going to carefully trim any excess cardboard from the backing.
Okay.
Just to give it a nice clean finish.
So it fits perfectly into the frame.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now comes the most satisfying part.
I'm excited.
You get to gently place your puzzle into the frame and make sure it's nice and snug.
Yes!
No gaps or wrinkles.
We want it to look like a professional.
Yes,
Did it?
exactly.
Okay, so we put it in the frame. We made sure it's nice and snug.
All right, last step.
Okay, tell me.
Seal the frame.
Okay.
You can use tape, or you can use those little metal tabs that come with most frames.
Okay, and that's just to make sure that no dust gets in
Exactly.
and to keep everything secure.
It's the final touch.
I love it.
And voila,
You have a framed puzzle.
you have a piece of art.
That's so cool.
Ready to hang on your wall?
And it was so simple.
It is surprisingly simple, right?
Yeah.
But the impact is huge.
Yes, it really does make a difference.
And you know what I think the best part is? It's a conversation starter.
Oh, yeah.
When people come over to your house, they're going to be like, wow, where did you get that?
I did that.
Exactly. It's a testament to your patience and your skill.
And your love of puzzles.
Absolutely.
All right, so we talked about the glue method.
Yes.
But what if you don't want to use glue?
There's a method for that, too.
Okay, tell me more.
So it's very similar.
Okay.
You're still going to flip the puzzle over.
Using our trusty puzzle board.
Exactly. You still want to use the puzzle board for stability.
Okay.
But instead of gluing the puzzle to the cardboard backing,
Yes.
you're just going to carefully place it on top.
Okay.
And then you're going to put the puzzle and the backing into the frame together.
So it's kind of like sandwiching it in there.
Exactly.
Gotcha. And then do you still seal the frame?
Yes, absolutely. You still want to seal the frame to protect it from dust.
Okay, that makes sense.
And this method is great if you're maybe a little bit hesitant about using glue.
Yeah, or if you think you might want to take the puzzle apart at some point in the future.
Exactly. You have that option.
So it's like a reversible option.
It is.
I like it.
So whether you choose to use glue or not,
Yeah.
the most important thing is to handle your puzzle with care
Okay.
and to follow these steps
Yeah.
to ensure that it looks its best.
Now, our source also gave us some really great tips for how to maintain our framed puzzles.
Oh, yes. Maintenance is key.
So that they look amazing for years to come.
Exactly. You want to preserve that masterpiece.
Yeah, so first up,
Okay.
we need to avoid direct sunlight
Very important.
because the sun can cause the colors to fade.
And remember we talked about how framed art can boost your home value?
Right.
Well, faded art, not so much.
Not so much, so keep those puzzles out of the direct sun.
Find a nice shady spot for them.
Okay, what else?
Regular dusting.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It's just like any other piece of art.
Right.
You want to keep it clean and dust-free.
It's like a little love tap for your artwork.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so avoid direct sunlight, regular dusting,
Temperature control.
temperature control. So what does that mean?
Well, you want to avoid extreme temperatures.
Yeah.
And humidity, because that can cause the puzzle to warp.
Okay, so basically just like a nice comfortable room
Yeah,
temperature.
exactly like you would treat yourself.
Treat your puzzle like you treat yourself.
Yes. Find that sweet spot in your home.
I like it. All right, what's next?
Handling with care.
Okay.
So when you're moving your framed puzzle,
Yes.
always lift it from the bottom.
Okay, why is that?
Well, it provides even support,
Okay.
and it prevents any stress on the frame or the cover.
Oh, that's a good tip.
So you're not putting any pressure on those delicate puzzle pieces.
So just like gently lift it from the bottom.
Exactly like you would a sleeping baby.
Okay, I can visualize that.
Perfect.
And last but not least, check those frame seals periodically.
Very important.
Just to make sure that everything is still nice and secure.
You don't want any dust sneaking in.
Right, and it's just like a little extra peace of mind.
It's that satisfaction of a well-protected puzzle.
I love it. All right, so those were all really great tips
They are.
for maintaining our framed puzzles.
But you know what I think the most important tip of all
What's that?
is to choose a puzzle that you really love.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is going to be something that you look at every day.
Right.
So it should be something that brings you joy.
And I think that's something that our source, Jody Jill,
Yeah.
she's the founder of National Puzzle Day.
Cool.
I love that there's a National Puzzle Day.
January 29th. Mark your calendars.
Oh my gosh, I'm putting that on my calendar right now.
It's a big day for puzzle enthusiasts.
I am now a puzzle enthusiast.
Welcome to the club.
I'm so excited. And she really emphasizes
Yeah,
how personal and how delightful it is
it is.
to see your puzzles framed.
And, you know, she's a big proponent of using these tips herself.
Oh, really?
She has a whole wall in her house dedicated to framed puzzles.
That is so cool.
Like a puzzle gallery.
I love it. So she's like a walking, talking testament
She is.
to all of these tips.
She lives and breathes puzzles.
I love it. So I guess the question is,
What
puzzle would you frame?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Would you frame like your favorite image?
I think I would.
Yeah.
I think I would choose something that's really meaningful to me.
Yeah, like something
Well-
that brings back good memories.
Exactly.
Or something that just makes you happy.
Or maybe like a travel destination that I've always wanted to go to.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then every time I look at it, it would inspire me.
Yeah, it'd be like a little reminder of your goals.
Exactly.
I love that.
So what about you?
I think I would frame a puzzle that I did with my family
Ah,
because that would be a really special memory.
it would.
And it would be something that we could all enjoy together.
And you know what? You could even get a frame that has multiple openings and frame different sections of the puzzle.
That is such a good idea.
So each person gets their own little piece of the memory.
I love that I'm adding that to my list of puzzle ideas.
That's a great idea.
I saw this really cool puzzle the other day.
Oh, tell me about it.
It was like this vintage map,
Cool.
and it was in this like really sleek floating frame.
Oh,
And it
wow.
looked like it belonged in a museum.
That sounds amazing.
It was so cool.
I love the idea of using different framing styles
Yeah.
to really complement the puzzle.
Yeah, because the frame can really make a difference
It can.
in how the puzzle looks.
And it can also tie it into your decor.
Right.
So if you have like a modern home,
Yeah.
you might choose a sleek metal frame.
Right.
But if you have a more traditional home,
Yeah.
you might choose a wooden frame.
I loved it. So we've learned so much today
We have.
about how to frame our puzzles
And how to turn them into art.
and how to make them a part of our homes.
Yes, exactly.
And it's all thanks to Jody Jill and National Puzzle Day.
Absolutely, she's a puzzle hero.
She is. So to recap,
Okay.
framing turns puzzles into art.
Yes,
The process is easier than you might think.
it really is.
And a little TLC goes a long way.
Absolutely.
So what puzzle are you going to frame?
Ooh, good question.
And how are you going to frame it?
Let us know.
And if you're looking for more puzzle inspiration or you just want to connect with other puzzle enthusiasts,
Yes.
you need to check out puzzledayfun.com.
It's the ultimate destination for puzzle lovers.
Awesome. Well, happy puzzling, everyone.
Happy puzzling.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Bye.
Bye.